actually.
Right. All right. Let's see.
Linear time is bullshit.
Although,
I don't think I'm even real, to be quite honest.
It's a construct. It's a
I'm here.
construct. What's
I'm
up, Jordan?
perfect. I'm just tired. I got back this morning and got some sleeping.
No, you're good, bro. I just figured I'd pop on and see if you remembered or not. I didn't want to start without you unless you had something going on, you know. Let's see here. Do we have anybody else? Oh yeah, he's already in there. Okay, that's what I figured. Keaton, we didn't get an icon for you. So,
I thought I sent one.
did you?
I might not have. Let me grab it real quick.
Oh no, you know what? I think you did. I think you did.
I think I changed it very slightly, so I'll grab you the new one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 'cause I was just like, yeah, send me like your final shit for him.
Yeah,
'Cause
sorry,
I
I
know
got a
you
little.
threw a couple at me, but I...
Yeah, I got a little preoccupied with work. I apologize.
No, hey, yo, you're good. I think I see one right here. That one looks
Here, I'll
dope.
send you.
Um, okay, there we go. I'm wondering. I think I will wait momentarily to try to put your token in.
That's all right.
Okay, cool.
That works perfect, actually.
Yes. I think I can edit this one though. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool. I was doing a sound check for the stream.
Very good. Very
My
good.
No,
mic was
Keaton,
a
I can't
tad
hear you.
loud.
Well, you should be like. Fuck! I just saved it here. Am I passing it or something? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I just saved it here. Did I though? Very quite odd. Let's see here. Yes, save it. Right there. Yes. Yes, I do want to save it. So who remembers what happened last time?
Bellator fucking died.
He did die.
I got eaten and then brought back to life, and I'm stuck in the library.
I don't think you got eaten.
I did.
You
I
got
was
eaten
in.
by
We
a
got
purple
eaten,
worm.
remember?
Oh, you got
By the
swallowed.
worm.
Yes, yes, you did. You got swallowed by the purple worm. Yes.
Well,
I thought you were talking about the dragon. I apologize.
No, that was Bellator.
Yeah.
And Bellator didn't get eaten, he got frost blasted.
And then stepped on.
Why is this not coming up?
And then scraped off like so much poo on a shoe.
Like a poo. You know, I think. That's right. He did. And then some of you guys went back to the gift ship, and when you were leaving with Professor Lachille and a few select of you, I believe Carewessa and Cheshire, and you guys had grabbed Vinbin as well, correct? And you guys had made your way
I've
out.
been as well, yeah.
Yep. You guys were approached by one of the Flaming Fist captains. Not the captain that you guys know about, but one of the Flaming Fist captains, and they had approached. There were some words exchanged. You guys get the fuck out of there. There were some gunshots. You guys went back to the ship. You tried to convince them to get their men and moving closer, which they refused. Cheshire then jumped over the edge and barely made it to shore. Carewessa ran across the water following him, and then you guys pulled up. You pulled Cheshire up into the portion of the jungle, right down in, and you saw something in the jungle kind of moving about and stuff like that. I think for now I'm just gonna, we'll just make them disappear. And then, yeah.
Emphasis on barely getting to shore.
Yeah.
But I made it, though.
It's true, he did make it. What the fuck? He did indeed make it. Alright, so, Ragnar, you searched for your stuff inside of the blown out purple worm when you guys were attacked by it, and you did find, I believe you found your hammer and your bag.
And my shield, too. Right?
Yep. You found your belongings, you made your way back, just to find out that the portal or the gateway back into the main lobby is closed. Actually, why don't we start there and see what you're doing. You did see, however, a crystal. So there's something shining up to the north that you believe was a.
Are you sharing your
crystal.
screen? Sorry.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
There we go. There we are. Go ahead. You guys should see it now.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take the lines off. We're going to zoom all the way in here. We're little old Ragnar. Little old Ragni. Right here. You are kind of on the back side of this platform that you walk up right here. And it's just a stone wall and a massive stone wall all the way up to the ceiling. What are you doing, Ragnar?
So, can I, roll in, like, you said this thing was approaching from the north. There's this light, and it's, like, calling out almost.
You hear something indistinct. It doesn't sound ominous or whispery or woo. It sounds more or less like, somebody kind of shouting, but it's not very audible. You can't make out what he's saying.
Okay. I have a couple ideas that I've been mulling around in my head for the past 2 weeks.
Sure.
But I got I have 3 plans, I think.
Okay.
First one, because right now I think I want to hide in anticipation for this thing approaching me, because I really have nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. So I might want to see about climbing to the top of one of these.
It's like every other week.
Or another better place to hide. I'm not sure. What are those circular bits in the center of the room?
Oh, those are tables. Those are large round tables.
Well, I will. It's coming from the north, and I'm pretty much in the southern end. I might just hide behind the nearest bookcase to the east. Can I do one back?
Over this way?
No, east.
Oh yeah, east. Excuse me. Yes.
Can I do one? Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
And then, so that goes in tandem with what to do. Right. like in the moment.
Right.
But
Right.
my first idea, and I want to tell you my reasoning for this idea as well, because I feel like that'll lend to some of its validity.
Okay. So just to clarify, it is not approaching you. It has been solitary in its state the entire time, but it's been up north.
Okay.
If that changes anything.
No, not
Okay.
at the moment.
Okay.
It changes nothing.
Perfect.
But so, firstly, I think I want to pray to Nike vicariously through Bellator. So, because Bellator is an angel, I can pray to his ass. So, I want Nike to hear. So, I want Bellator to hear, so Nike can hear too.
Okay.
That basically, why would you save me to let me get stuck and die in here? Bellator's sacrifice can't go in vain. Nike, please help. And that's, I think, goes a lot for Ragnar's character, because he's not really one to put stock in any kind of god. He wants to do shit himself, but he's pretty much fucked right now.
Okay.
So I think this is a pretty big character development thing for him too. Because I've been thinking about this shit hard. This was my first instinct too, honestly.
Right.
So that I want to pray to Nike through Bellator.
All right. Give me a religion check.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. So you sit there and you pray and you wait for a few moments, and nothing seems to happen. Nothing seems to respond, or you don't get the inkling of anything, um, like a sense of where to go or what to do. And you kind of wait, and then you pray again, and you kind of wait a little bit longer, because with Bellator and Max and so on and so forth, your responses, if you were to get a response, were almost instantaneous. However, in this case, nothing seems to happen. What does happen, however, is you hear the guy calling out once again up to the north, and it kind of echoes a little bit.
I think I might stealthily go northerly way.
Okay. How far are you wanting to go inside das area?
2 bookshelves to the north, please. Just before the sets of tables.
Okay, cool. So roll me a stealth check.
That's Dex, right?
Tuck and
16.
Tuck and roll. 16. Okay, cool. You make it. There's doesn't seem to be anything too eventful that happens. No basilisks come out of the pools or anything else like that. You do get up there, and you still hear the man kind of calling out, though you still can't make out what it is.
Well, I might stealthily approach further.
Okay.
I want to. Where's the homie guy? Which hallway can I tell?
You can't really tell. You just know that it's coming from the north.
Okay. There's the hall directly to the north. I want to go to the one to the left of that, if I can.
Right here?
To the left of that one.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Stealthily, I suppose?
Yes, please.
Okay, how far up are you going? All the way? Or are you going...
Yeah, I'm gonna do, like, my movement at least.
Alright, give me
Yeah,
stealth check.
That's a nat fucking 20, baby.
Perfect. So you get up there, you're really stealthy, you kind of... I mean, I do believe that you're kind of barefoot at this point, right? Or did you rip the garments from that one dead corpse that you had?
I took at least some pants and boots from
Yeah, and
one
then
dead
and then
person.
you took that robe, right? Yes, I believe you did
Yeah.
take that robe.
I thought all I had was pants and boots.
Yeah, but then there's a robe figure, and I asked you if you took his robe, and you said yes last
Oh,
time.
yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, so you get all the way up. You kind of pitter patter down with your hairy dwarven feet, and you get to the end, and there's some water. And you peer around, and you do see that to your right, or to the east, past the pool of water, in between the two tables down there, is actually a glowing blue crystal that is quite large. It's casket sized.
Casket size.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got nothing else better to do. I'm gonna double back down and kind of cut between the stacks to get closer, if I may, without touching any water.
Okay, cool. So, are we talking like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you look over and you see a man encased in a large crystal the size of a casket. You also see other crystals that line the wall as well, but they are very dim, whereas his has a slight glow to it, almost kind of like an LED at his feet that is popping upward, and he's saying, "Help me! Hello? Is anyone still alive?"
What are they wearing?
He's wearing robes. And he has a couple of things on his side as far as like pouches and stuff like that.
Oh, what color are the robes?
They're blue. Okay, royal blue. He's got classic wizard. I mean, he's got half balding, really long hair down his back, great big white beard. He's got pale skin, green eyes.
I will approach stealthily with, I guess, so just to look. I won't say anything yet.
Okay. Cool. Give me a stealth check.
5.
5. Awesome. You there? Hey! Can you help me?
Keep your fucking voice down.
I'm sorry. Is there other people here? I thought I heard you.
Nope. There were. They fucked off. They got out while they could. I did not think I was gonna get out.
Sounds
So,
like that's what happened to me. You were double-crossed as well, were you?
no, I was gonna die, but then I somehow didn't die. My friend kind of gave his life
Well,
like 10 minutes ago.
I did see that dragon fly down. That was
He killed him.
That's
He drew the wrong card.
very, very good. The wrong card.
Yeah.
I don't deal in dark magic, friend. I don't. Is that something? Who summons an evil dragon?
Well, we were in a bit of a bind. There's a big old worm, and
Oh, your mic cut out.
oh, my bad. We had nothing better to do than to draw a card. I mean, he was gonna die, and I was gonna die. So.
The wizard kind of looks at you, very puzzled, and just kind of slowly nods his head, while kind of looking at you out of the corners of his eye, like he doesn't quite follow what you're saying.
Well,
Either way, can you help me, friend? I need to get out of here. I was invited to this library. Well, I had an invitation, and we got in, and I hired a crew of mercenaries that were supposed to be upstanding. They stole my invitation from me and shoved me in this crystal. Do you know what these crystals are?
No.
These are holding cells for thieves. I am no thief. They can be activated by that. You see that the stand there. It controls all of them. You just turn the crystal towards the one that is there, and they shove you in here and then lock you in here. It was either that or my life. I do know, however, that these crystals keep you properly maintained and nourished. Sort of a curse, really, but also you don't starve and rot to death. I've been here
Well, how
for...
long you been here?
I
No, I
lost
got
count at, I think, 70 years, maybe?
Corporal.
Indeed, I am quite
Well,
mad at...
if
but it
you
is...
will forgive my trepidations, what guarantee have I that you're not some crazy person lying to me and that you're just going to try and kill me as soon as I let you out?
Well, you have none. I'll be honest with
I
you.
suppose,
You
yeah.
have no idea if I'm even telling the truth. But I've been here for quite some time, and if you do steal the invitation from somebody, so long as you hold it, you are allowed in. It's not really a smart device, but it's a device nonetheless where you walk up to it, it knows the magic seal, and it opens. It doesn't have any sort of binding on it where it's to a certain person's. I'm sure they have some that are like that, but most invitations don't. I was looking for a particular book. A particular book in a secret library room inside this library. One that not everyone was privy to, and not one that everyone knew about. If you let me out, and guard me, I still have my gold on me, fools. I will take you to this secret library where I must obtain my book. You kill anything in my way, and we can both try to figure a way out of here. Because without the invitation, we're not
Yes.
getting out. But I know
Well,
that there's ink. There's a certain kind of ink with a certain kind of paper that must be written on in order to get out. And I believe it's in this secret room.
well, you're in luck. Because I have no need of gold at the moment. But I'll take what you offer.
Perfect.
My only goal is getting the fuck out of here.
I would agree.
May I ask your name?
Yes. Well, I think it might actually be right there if I just... no, it's not. Where the fuck? Let the DM look at his notes really quick.
Of course, of course.
I had them up. I don't know why I exited out of them. Habit. Old habits. Let's see here. That's not it. There's so many fucking pages. Here we are. Inside the library. My name is Billigard the Unwanting. They call me the Unwanting because I have nearly everything that I need, along with a great tower with plenty of riches and plenty of treasures and plenty of artifacts. However, I am in wanting, and I'm in wanting of a book in a secret library. But you may call me Billigard.
It is my pleasure.
And your
Bellegarde.
name, Master Dwarf?
Yes, I am Ragnar of the Frostbeard clan.
Yes.
You are in luck, as I am one who have the authority to pen such an invitation.
Yes.
All we need is the seal, as you say, because I tried to write an invitation before. It did not work, and now I hear you say something about a seal, so I figure that's where I might have messed up. And this here paper.
Yes, special ink and special paper. I don't know anything about a seal. Maybe there is a seal. But
Well, you
yes.
did mention that it recognizes the magic seal. That might have been just a slip of the tongue then. Never mind.
Yes,
As long as we know the specifics, then I'm sure we can succeed.
Of course, yes. Yes, you are a descendant of the bloodline that participated in building these structures. How very fascinating. What are
There's
the
quite a lot of us, actually.
what are the odds? Really? surprised you're kind of still functioning, if you don't mind. I'm not trying to be rude.
We kind of broke off into
Right.
smaller families. Like we're still Frostbeards. We're just not a big contingency. Like my family, my parents we lived in the White Tower,
Yes.
a ways from here north, but others are far, far away. Different holds.
With the Grey Ladies, are they still there, or have they moved?
Last I heard of the White Tower, it had been sacked by a large horde of undead.
Undead?
So, yeah.
Well, you're not really convincing me to come out of my shell. But
well,
it's a joke, simply a joke.
Well, allow me to tell you, if you will.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a horde of undead that is ravaging the land and following somehow the path that we take, or somehow a path that we may not know we're taking yet. Is odd. I've not quite figured out how they know where we're going, or if they're saying to already be there.
And who runs this army of undead?
Indeed, my next point. A feller by the name of Mogral Duel.
Mogral Duel. I know this name.
Do you? Very good.
Indeed. He's a lich, isn't he? Powerful one at that. Though he's not one of the three, the Riddler's three. He is a lich. Indeed. And what of his general, Grendelvant?
I have no knowledge of this one.
He's an undead knight. A cleric paladin fallen from grace long ago. Over 500 years. He did have, unless he of course has been destroyed. I am somewhat learned on the necromancies and undead, as it was prominent in my homeland. I do believe before he became Grendelvant the Fallen, his name was, I think, Zindrid?
Oh.
Either way, I suppose. Well, we could talk while we walk, no? Or do you delight in seeing me in this crystal? I would very much like to taste water again.
The awkwardness is actually sort of humorous, but allow me to release you. I go up and I do the whatevers to the whatevers.
You're going to need to align it with the corresponding crystal. You see, it is much like a clockwork or a cog. You turn the crystal, and whichever notch is there, based off of the correlation, you can count, can't you?
Oh, I'm not.
I'm sorry? Your microphone cut out. I don't hear you. Did I drop? Hello. Looks like I dropped. Let's see here.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. You guys good?
I am alive.
I'm still here.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I just dropped.
Zach, you cut out.
Yeah, because I dropped.
Uh-oh.
Is Matt there? Hello?
Hello. You're cutting out there.
I'm cutting out?
That's a good question. We might have lost Matthew. Oh,
Yeah, you did, and I am back now.
there he is.
That happened to all of us. So Discord just like kicked all of us?
No, I was here the whole time.
Well, it's just a long stream of death.
A long stream of what?
It was just like it cut out, and there was just like a big silence. So.
Yeah. That was weird. Anyways, what did you hear from me last, Matt?
You asked if I could count, and I was just being a jerk, and then I just do it. So I'm gonna open him up. I'm gonna align the thingy.
Alright, perfect. I don't know why it's been doing that. That's super fucking weird. Sure, okay. Let's see here. Alright, so you align it, and you see the crystal begin to glow, and the crystal in front of you also glows. There's a bright light, and suddenly, you see him, and he is standing next to the little altar that you were standing at, and now you find yourself inside the crystal.
Come the fuck on. No.
So good to breathe.
You
Actual
gotta be kidding me.
air. I must thank you very much, Master Dwarf. I've been in there for a very, very long time. But my story is true. They did double-cross me. However, it was more or less I was a sacrifice to get one of their thieving leaders out, but I didn't know that. You must forgive me. I will find a way, hopefully, to get you out. You guys still there?
Yeah, your internet's being weird.
Yeah.
It is. I think I'm gonna disconnect from streaming. I don't know who's all, but this only happens when I stream. Let's see. This is weird. This is weird. Because OBS keeps disconnecting as well, and then reconnecting. Yeah, but we're going to continue on. So you are inside the crystal.
Sweet.
I will be back, I suppose. Everything I told you is true, I guess, and to find the secret library and everything else. But I will not leave you here as I was left. But you must understand that if anybody is going to figure out a way out of here between the two of us, it's going to be me. Yes? Perhaps? Hello?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So he kind of tapers off, and you are now in the crystal, and he is out. Huh. Then he kind of, you see him kind of wander off and pull out a scroll out of his back pocket and kind of look through it, and then he wanders off. Now we're going to go ahead and go to, take some time. We're going to go to East Island. Yes, yes indeed. Carewessa, Cheshire. You guys have just come up on land, and you are seeing something in the woods just to your guys' northwest. What are you guys doing?
I asked Carowessa if she would like to capture the person after I knock them out or kill them in the bushes, and then she can water whip them into a hiding spot.
Well, were we gonna take a long rest because you're basically have the level of exhaustion, right?
Yeah, yep, he has the first level of exhaustion.
Cool.
Do all my fucking hit points come back at least?
Could I find
Yes, you're being regenerated.
Can I find a little bush and take like a short rest?
You guys you are actively in a bush right now.
Then I just continue to take a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short rest to try to regain my key, but I guess I want to keep an eye out to see if like any of the ruffling of bushes comes closer to us and getting prepared to, like, bolt.
It is actively coming closer to you, yes. Give me, both you guys, actually, Carlos, give me a perception check.
That was a nat 20.
Perfect. So you look through the bushes, and it seems to be a very kind of largish Doom Knight looking person. But you also see, walking with them, Mahaver.
Mahaver?
Yes, Mahaver, yep.
Shit. Is incredibly suspicious now. Alright, I'm going to relay all this to Cheshire.
Okay. So you tell Cheshire that... Yep, go ahead.
We could try... I could approach them, you could stay in the bush and rest, and then we can see what they're doing here. And then, if they know that the Flaming Fist is here.
Cheshire?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I'll wait in the bush. Sorry, my push to talk wasn't working.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, Carol, so what are you doing?
Alright, I guess I am going to try to, get close to them, but I'm going to try to, sneak.
Okay.
Just so I don't alert anything else in the area.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
That is 13.
13, okay. So you, stealthily you kind of get up there. As you do get closer though, you do Mahaver and them do hear you snap a twig or two. And they turn, though they don't see you. Who goes there?
Alright, I'm gonna just introduce myself because Karoessa is very trusting, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mahaver,
Kawissa, is that you?
the mission has gone, a little sideways on us. What are you doing here?
I just came out of a portal of the abyss. What are you doing here?
We were trying to find some information about Mahardul. Remind me, was he there when we met Professor Lachille, or did he leave by then?
He was gone by then, I believe.
Alright. We had some information that this island contained a library that would have information to, that we saw against Mahardul, and, unfortunately things turned out bad. The party has been split. We have, lost 2 members.
What 2 members have you lost?
Ragnar and Bellator. There was the dragon. There was a dragon in the library, and we needed to get myself and the two rogues and the professor who helped lead us here out. The Flaming Fist has also arrived.
Indeed. They are not to be trusted. You look over at the large Doom Knight looking being, their helmet black and their eyes glowing red. It looks actually like something that might have come out of the abyss itself. We did, however, retrieve your friend.
You look well for 100 years.
Is it goddamn Max?
Do I recognize that voice? Wait, what? 100 years? I just kind of like stare at him, very confused.
I'll take the helmet off and
Have
show
we
the
met?
lengthy beard. It's been a while, but I don't forget a face. And I'll let the bell fall off my shoulder.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
It was not easy.
This must be the trick. Max died.
The Max you knew died.
How did you?
I am no longer the same Max that you knew. And I apologize.
Our priests found a conduit down in the sanctum of Orcus where you lot killed Nettelu. There was a tear, a rip in between worlds. We followed it. Our job was to close it up, but it was not closing. So my priests and I went in. The other priests had clear instructions, should it close, to sanctify it so it would never reopen whether we returned or not. Down there, we came upon a prison of Orcus, where we found leads to Max. And found him we did.
I thought they were trying to kill me. I didn't recognize them.
Don't you never forget a face.
You're not here.
You're not-
It
You
sounds
don't
like he's
know
been
that.
awfully traumatized.
You don't spend 78 years in an orcish prison just to come back the same person.
Max, not much time has passed here since you left. We've only just reclaimed the city.
It has only been a few days since your death,
What do
my
you
friend.
mean? I counted the days that passed, the hours.
The abyss
He doesn't know how to count.
works in different ways. The time does not work the same.
Well, that explains why none of you look older.
Karasa just kind of bows to him. It's like, I'm truly sorry, friend. We had no idea. You disappeared. We thought you had died in the fight.
I might as well have. Nike decided it was time for my final test. She was the one who sent me to the abyss and severed my connection to the weave. Like I said, I am no longer the same Max that you knew.
It sounds like Nike should have graded on a curve.
Such is the will of gods.
Um,
And I'm, to be honest, not too happy about it. These Flaming Fist, you say? Are they friend or foe?
they are most definitely a foe. They are trying to. They attacked us as we left the library. They the survivors as we started to flee. We were with a professor who helped us look for texts. We had to get her to the ship. They seemed to be after her.
Well, that's just not good, is it?
No, I'm with another companion who's been traveling with us. We're trying to get back to the gift to see who can be saved.
Are you ready to fight?
Is Cheshire? Is he watching?
Yes, I am. I'm just peeking through the bushes.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I want to kind of like wave him over,
Okay.
or like wave and see if he wants to respond.
I gruntly get up slowly and make my way towards them.
All right. Cool. So you get up and you go walking towards Kaoessa and Mahaver and Max.
Hello, little one. It is good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. I reach out my hand for a handshake.
Awesome.
I will raise my bloodied hand to him.
And I shake it gratefully.
You see him and he's got like purple hide on and bones kind of protruding out, like kind of like armor. And I believe you had a large black blade, correct?
Yep.
And he's scarred, and his eyes are not glowing yellow like they used to. And he shakes your hand with a bloody, black ichord hand.
Would now be an appropriate time to post a picture of the new Max?
Yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, alright.
And if you guys look in the Falungrim text chat, that's what
It's
he
your
looks like.
grunge phase.
You're not here. I'll post a different angle as well, because you can actually
I don't see
his
a
armor.
black blade there, though.
You're not looking hard enough. It's in that picture.
Oh, fuck, I see it now, my bad. Like, it's literally right the fuck there.
And Max Vinbin has survived. We had paralyzed in the fight, and he's currently on the ship we arrived on. But Ragnar has fallen because unfortunately she's dead, man.
Yep.
Surviving 2 dragons.
Surviving 1 dragon, miraculous. Surviving 2, damn near
Priceless.
impossible.
Alright.
Let's hope there won't be a 3rd.
Well, the cars are gone, so...
The cards
There you
are
go.
very gone. For now.
This is who you're going to look like until I can re-upload.
That's fine.
I have it in there, but I'd have to restart my entire program just so it
Don't worry about it then.
re-uploads the images. I mean, it would literally take like 60 seconds, but that's okay.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You say Ragnar has fallen. Inside the library?
What library?
Inside the library, there was. I told him about the library.
Yeah, she told me about the library.
Oh,
Well,
I wasn't paying attention.
quickly, in passing.
And that's what you guys are doing here. And the flaming fists are inside.
There was first he was swallowed by a giant worm.
Mm.
And Then you said something about a dragon.
Have you seen the Flaming Fists?
I am unaware of what the Flaming Fist even is.
There was a worm and there was a dragon who,
Well, that certainly sounds like death to me.
Have you seen anyone else on this isle?
We just,
We just got here.
I say, we literally just came out of a portal in the ground.
I'm kinda used to it at this point.
I am not, however. And I lost a few priests down there, but their sacrifice will be remembered.
I apologize that I couldn't save them.
I too regret that I could not save them. However, we went down there knowing what we needed to do and we succeeded. And we pulled you out.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a bonus at this point.
Or maybe you pulled me out. Either way, we made it out.
Karawessa, are you and your friend here able to fight?
Oh, yes.
I believe we need to make our return to the library and at least do some reconnaissance. If you're willing to lead the way.
All right, we were heading there to see if we could rescue the rest of the party who arrived with us. We had a team of Gith that we met while trying to save the city. They held the line as we escaped with the professor. We're trying to go back to see who we can rescue.
Then I suppose that's where we should go.
So all right. We'll start leading the way.
Y'all should take a
How
short
long-
rest first.
Yeah, so you guys,
Yeah, we should take our
were
short
only
rest.
there
It's
for like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna shoot over back on the boat where Vinbin's at right after. So you guys are gonna take a short rest?
Hit dice, people.
Probably a good idea because, you know, I just came out of the abyss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least those of you who have lost damage.
Yeah.
Lost hit points.
yeah.
And
Well, and I needed to regain my key because that was shit.
Yeah.
So I need at least a short rest to get my key back.
So go ahead and do that. Vinbin, you are upstairs. You had passed out from the poison. Though you were fighting it and your paralysis was wearing off, it came back and kind of overcame you, and you passed out from your arm hurting and the venom and being petrified. When they brought you back onto the boat, you were waking up inside of the captain quarters to see Professor Lashiel pulling out a book and rummaging it through it quickly. Oh wait, you just dumped all the books out, didn't you? Or did you hand her the...
Yeah, I pulled everything that we got. You know, I think verbatim I gave her my bag.
I think you did give her your bag. Yeah. If I remember
I
correctly.
think I gave her my bag, so I'm gonna stick with that. I said gave her my bag. So
Yeah. So the original statement still stands. She's pulling a book out and flipping through it as quickly as she possibly can. And you wake up. You're kind of on this sofa bed that's off to the side, when there's a pail of water and a glass sitting next to you. When you awaken, your knives are not on you, but they are on the ground next to the pail of water.
I ask, what happened and why am I here?
Oh, you startled me. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, so there's some things that, I don't know what you last remember. I guess it doesn't matter. So there was a huge fucking worm, and there was a dragon, and your friends were fighting, and we ran. I think you got hit by maybe the worm, maybe the dragon, maybe the big fucking basilisks that were coming out of the pools of water, and we all got out of there. And then we went to leave, and the Flaming Fist was talking mad trash to the GIF, and they were going back and forth, and gunshots started happening, and we just got out of there. We got as many books as we could. Carouessa dumped a whole, like a whole bookshelf in there before we left in the hopes that we'd find it, but I'm going through them now. God damn it! You see the book in her hand actively apparate and just disappear. That's been happening. It's just every book I only have like maybe 2 minutes tops to look through the books, and they just fucking disappear. They don't. Oh man, this is frustrating. She takes a drink of wine.
You have to be touching the book.
What do you mean? I'm holding on to the book the entire time. It just.
Can't you just have like a stick or something flip the pages so you're not actively touching the pages?
I
Because maybe it's something with touch.
Maybe, yeah, you might be right. I could. She kind of looks around the desk really quick, um, and you see her kind of pick up a couple of sticks and reach them into the bag, and they're actually fairly long, kind of like chopsticks. And she pulls a book out and sets it on the desk, and she kind of flips through the pages with the chopsticks. She's kind of fumbling through them. She's not very good at it. And a couple minutes go by, and poof, the book disappears again. Well, that was a good try, I suppose. I never would have thought of that. Well, maybe just not as quick. The books just keep disappearing, and they're not going back in the bag. But the books in the bag are staying in the bag. I've gone through like 30 of them already. I got a lot more to go, but it doesn't give me enough time, I guess.
Do the books go back to the library? If they might poof back to the library. That's just my guess, because it has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. It doesn't make sense for it to disappear.
Like some sort of magic return service or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how are you feeling? Are you okay? You want some wine?
I don't drink.
Oh, good for you. I mean, more for me, I guess. Do you need
Where
some food or?
I'll take some food, but where is everyone?
Uh, Back on the island. We got a few GIF here on the ship, but we're just waiting. We didn't even see any flaming fists or anything go by on boats or anything. This is what they said. But they're back on the island. Cheshire just jumped over the edge, and then see Carouessa gave me her bag, and I was supposed to go through these books, and then I see her jump over the edge. Quite a few minutes later, and that's all I know. Ragnar's still back fighting the worm or the dragon, maybe? With Bellator? Or they're dead. They're probably dead.
I'm just kind of lost because I woke up during this day. I think I have to find. Is the easiest one to be find Cheshire and Carouessa?
Oh, sure, yeah, that maybe like they went about 10, 15 minutes ago? Maybe 20? Here's some grapes. That's all I could find right now. I'm sure they have more downstairs I can go get you.
Thanks, and I should probably ask what did I miss because there was a dragon. I saw the worm, but there was a dragon. Is there anything else I missed? Did we find out anything that could help us?
No, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Uh, the basilisks, and then the dragon, and then the worm, and there's just a lot going on with the flaming fist, but we didn't have a chance to find out anything. Really, it's just, I don't know if your friends are still alive. I don't even know if Carouessa or Cheshire made it back to the shore. They didn't take a boat.
I don't know. I guess I just have to. Do we have an extra rowboat I could try, or someone to take me to the island?
I think we got one rowboat left. I'm not sure. You'd have to go out and ask the GIF. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep going with my books now. I'm gonna try to look through them as fast as possible.
Is there anything that you need from me before I try to see if I can catch up with the others?
No, I'm more than capable of going down and getting a bottle of wine for myself, and it's although it takes quite a lot to get this girl drunk, 'cause you know, being a loxodon and all, these are tiny bottles. Be careful if you go out there.
I will, and then I will like say my goodbyes and go try to find a gift to see if they can row me to the island and just have them row back to the island so they don't lose a thing.
Sure. So you go out on the deck, and you see a couple of you see one GIF on the main deck, and another GIF towards the front. On your way out, though, you can hear some rummaging downstairs, which you know is going to be another GIF, I believe. It's good to see that you are awake.
Doesn't feel good where I don't know what's happened and I don't know where anyone is.
Yes, that is what we do plenty of times on this ship. Captain Poe leaves us here. We guard it. We come in when we need to, upon his request and his orders. Other than that, we get everything secondhand.
Yeah, let's. Can you try to take me to shore? Just hopefully find Cheshire and KOSA.
I cannot. We must stay posted here. However, you are more than welcome to take the rowboat yourself.
I was hoping to not take the rowboat so you guys can have it if you need to do anything. So I was hoping someone could take me and come back. But if you guys
Roll
can't do
me
that, I
a
can take this.
persuasion check.
Give me a minute to see what my plus is.
No worries.
So that is 14.
14?
Yes.
You may take the boat. However, we will remain here until further word directly from Captain Poe or any of the other officers come through. We are GIF. The boats are more or less complimentary of our ship. We do like to swim, if that's what you would call it.
That is fine. I will take the rowboat with the best of my ability with the one arm I have to do this.
Right. Light speed to you, and die gloriously. He kind of goes over and he gets the boat prepared for you, and he lowers it down for you. Kind of gives you a salute. Waits for you to unlatch the hooks or unlatch some of the ropes, and then push off.
I just start heading to try to find everyone else.
All right, cool. Give me a strength check.
10.
10. All right, yeah. So it takes you a little while to get there, but you do get there. It's a little wonky. It's a little offset. You're down more towards the southern area. Where are you, Ben? Am I just not? There you are. Gonna end up down here, on the edge. You don't really see anybody initially. What are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna try to see if I can find tracks of anyone that have come, like if anyone I know or something.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
That is a no because I rolled a 2. And I
Okay.
think I had like a +1.
So you don't really see anything or any tracks. Last you knew, everybody was inside the library. However, give me a perception check.
13.
Okay. So as you're looking around for tracks and you're going towards the library, you do hear talking coming from the jungle to your north.
I shall go there.
Okay. You kind of walk up, you get behind some bushes, and you peer out, and you see a large Doom Slayer looking kind of red and black knight. You see and recognize Mahaver, Carawessa, and Cheshire. They're all talking, and it sounds friendly.
I slowly approach and like sneak up on them and say hi, like get behind like Cheshire and just like, what up?
Alright. So you guys are all kind of sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden out of the bushes you hear, "What up?"
I turn around fast with a dagger in my hand, and then I see it's Vinman, and I pull it. I put
Alright,
it
cool.
away.
I feel like the other rogue should have had the opportunity to hear him coming, maybe, but that's just me.
We have a opposed stealth between perception.
Yeah, and this is under the
Hi,
guy.
Vivian.
This is under the guise that both of them are still engaged in the conversation. So,
That's
I
true
mean,
too.
I guess they could have had one. I actually debated about that, but I just kind of let it happen simply because no harm, no foul, you know. Um, and
Indeed.
and they were engaged in conversation, and they weren't saying they were being quiet about it, which would have given Vinbin, a expert in stealth, a huge advantage over both of them. So I just kind of, in that moment, I did take that into consideration, but all of that, what I just told you, calculated in my head really quick, and I was just like, it'd probably just happen.
Well, hi, Vinman. How you doing, buddy?
Are you Bellator? Because you look like shit.
This
Oh, not
is
quite.
not Bellator, though
I hear
I would
tell
have to
Bellator's
agree with
been.
you. He does look like shit, and smells too.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to bathe lately.
Don't let me
It
stop
looks
you.
like you bathed in someone's blood.
I did.
Many,
Several people,
many.
actually.
I wouldn't necessarily call them people, though I'm sure he did encounter some wayward
No, there were
souls.
definitely a couple people in there too.
I don't want to know.
I asked for the bread. They didn't give the bread. It, one thing led to another, and yeah, I got a chunk on me or two. It happens. It happens. What have you been up to, little guy?
I don't know. I don't have an arm, and I'm
I see
fucking.
that.
I don't know how the fuck I'm at. To be honest, I'm just here.
Yeah, you say I look like shit, but you're missing a limb, so potato,
And an
potato.
eye.
Kind of a back and forth, if you ask me. I heard you were paralyzed or something. You feeling better now?
Don't look paralyzed to me. Poisoned? Perhaps.
It was more of the pain and the poison kind of worked together because I couldn't deal with the pain and the poison took over.
Hmm. Indeed. I do like to be reunited.
How long has
Go ahead.
how long has passed since Vinbin found us?
Probably just a few minutes at this point.
Okay.
After the conversation,
So
I'll say that you guys
Vinbin,
had
we
like
were
a nice short rest.
okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you guys said.
Go ahead, Libby.
I was just going to basically take this opportunity to fill Vin in on what had happened. That we're going to go and try to rescue the rest of the gift after our strings returned.
Yes, they informed me as well, Vinbin, that the GIF had run into the Flaming Fist and there was a clash. And Ragnar and Bellator are still inside, either dead or fighting a dragon. I suggest we take a moment, rest ourselves up, wrap our wounds, do what we need to do, and then head into the library.
Does anyone have any food, by chance?
Yes, I am starving. If anyone has any food, it would be most welcomed. If not, I'm probably going to go down to the beach and try my hand at catching some fish.
I don't think that's a terrible idea.
I reach for my pack and then sheepishly realize I leave it on the boat and don't say anything.
When you turn back around, Mahaver is looking at you with want. Like, he's like, oh yeah, she's got something. And then when you turn back around, the realization hits him.
Max is also doing the same.
Yes? Do you have rations, Karawessa?
Food, hardtack, bit of bread, meat, anything.
Yum yums? Dum dums?
Num nums.
Fish bombs? Dumplings?
I
A
have
nice hearty feast, maybe.
my rations all on the ship.
Huh.
Damn.
I kind of like look sheepishly towards the other two, like if they still have their bags.
Mahaver looks over at Max and says, I suppose it's sustenance. Do you have any more on you?
I could probably find a chunk of something somewhere. But I don't know if you're gonna like it.
What do you mean like it? I've already eaten it. You were there.
Yeah, that's fair, but you didn't like it much the first time.
I don't think
I'll
I'll
just-
like it much now, but I'm starving.
I'll just start digging through my pack and try to pull up any of the bits that I can.
Alright, so you pull out some, a hunk of, like, some blackish, purple-hided flesh that looks kind of like jerky at this point.
You want to split this?
Yes.
I want to find a rock.
He holds out his hand, or he'll follow you and then just sit by you while you go to slice that bitch in half.
Yeah, I'll go to a rock and I'll use my axe to slice it and hand him the piece and just start eating it raw.
He looks at it for a moment, takes another big sigh, and then just like bites into it, and it looks like it's like biting into like a massive gummy bear, and he's just tearing at it, and it finally gives in, and he's like smacks his lips, chewing it with huge chews. I suppose you could get used to it after a while.
After a couple decades, you get used to it. You okay?
I'm fine, thank you. It seems like he's trying to hold back from...
You got this. I believe in you.
In Cheshire, you have rations.
Oh, so do we. They're just not pleasant, and I ask you not to ask where they come from. It's best you don't know.
I guess Cheshire's not a team player, or he's no longer with us at this moment.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
You're just watching this happen?
I'm just observing everybody right now.
Alright, so you guys are taking a short rest, and while that's happening, we're going to jump back to Ragnar and see how he's doing.
I'm just observing all.
Ask no questions, please.
Right.
You don't want to know. Long story short, you just don't want to know.
Alright, so a little bit of time goes by, Ragnar, and anything that you're attempting to do or anything that you want to try to do inside the crystal? You have all your weapons, you have your bag of holding, everything with you. You're just inside this coffin-sized crystal.
Do I have room to swing my hammer?
Not really, no. You could do a little bit of chiseling if you wanted to. Put your back against the crystal and tink, 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 tink. You could probably get about a half swing in. Anything up your sleeve that you want to try?
Shit, sorry. I thought I was talking, but I didn't hit the button. Yeah, I want to see about using my hammer. I don't have anything.
Okay.
Unless you know something I don't.
I don't. I have no idea.
Yeah, I want to see about trying to use my awkward barbarian strength in this
Okay.
situation.
Okay. What exactly are you doing?
I want to put my shield down temporarily, and
Okay.
with both hands, just like push my hammer into the glass as hard as I can.
Okay. You're just pushing it?
Well, like not pushing it, but like sending it. Like I can't think of the words.
You're like punching it. You're like punching it with your hammer.
Yeah, but I got both hands, and I'm just kind of shooting it forwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Into the glass.
Yeah. You're heaving it into. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Goddamn.
All right. Cool. Give me a strength check.
So that is 25.
25. Perfect. As you do that, you ram it into the crystal, and the electrical pulse goes down the hammer and shoots into you. You bounce back and then forward and then back again like a ping pong ball before you settle, and you will take 7 points of shock damage.
But that'll just come back because I'm healing.
Lightning
right?
damage. Yep.
Okay.
So basically, it's just
Well-
a pain thing.
Well, fuck. Alright, yeah, I have no idea. I'm fucking stuck again.
All right.
God damn it.
So the wizard comes back around. Billigard, the Unwanting, says, I haven't found it yet, but I will. I will find it, and I will get you out of there. Please don't. I heard the shock. I've tried it all. I should have warned you, and I apologize. There is no way you can get out of it. Not even with magic, unfortunately. I can't imagine if magic doesn't work, then brute strength won't work either. I'm going to get you out of there. I'm not going to leave you. All right? Desperate times and all of that, and desperate measures. I shall return. And he kind of walked.
I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, he waited a minute and kind of looked at you, and then he walked away again.
Ragnar's probably just resigned himself to the fact that he's just gonna die.
Okay. All right. So yeah, an hour or so goes by. We'll head back outside. An hour or so goes by. Mahaver has choked down the mystery meat, and he's kind of cooking a fire. He actually kind of dabbles away after having a little bit of energy, and he comes back with a couple of hairs, and he puts them over the fire and then continues to eat some of those, and he offers the other hair to the other rabbit to Max, and then he kind of breaks off a few meaty chunks and offers it to Carawessa and the rest of you guys.
I grimly accept a portion.
Okay. Awesome.
I also accept a little bit of a portion of it.
He gives it to you. So an hour goes by. Mahavar kind of stands up. He's like, "Shall we go inside the library? Is everyone well bandaged and fed?"
I feel a bit better. I'm
I'm
down.
ready to rock.
Okay, what's up, Vinbin?
We should probably see who's arrived. Vinbin, did you took damage in there, right? Did you roll your hit dice?
Let me double check.
Mm. And Cheshire, I don't remember what your damage was. I think I had a little bit here. I can roll mine.
Oh, I got like 5 hit points missing. Yeah, I'll roll for that.
Cheshire, you had 15 against you.
When I had that 10 plus 10 hit points still, did that count?
Yep.
Okay, so that put me at 58, and then minus the 15 would be 43.
Was the temporary hit points by chance sourced by Bellator, or was it from something else?
It was sourced by Bellator, but he took this damage before Bellator perished. Okay. So you would have -5 against you.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna roll to get my 5 missing health points or hit points.
Awesome.
I don't think I took anything. At least my thing doesn't show.
Would you remind me how much I had against me?
Let's see here, Karawessa. I think you only had, I think it says 13 here. But I don't know.
Okay, so I rolled.
I'm gonna roll back up to try to get it.
Okay.
I got a 6, so I'm just gonna make it 45. No, 48 even.
Okay, awesome. And Vinbin, I don't have anything for you because on my initiative sheet, I took you out of the initiative for that round, so I wasn't getting confused. So I just had to put you back into it. I do know that you took damage because you got bit by a basilisk, and then you took some poison damage, but I don't think it was above 10.
Yeah, I didn't save, so I didn't know. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, and technically, since Bellator died, everybody's temp hit points vanished anyways. So those points that were against you were already temporary, so you would be at full health anyways.
Okay, cool.
Ragnar was at 43 against him, but he is now completely healed because of the crystal. Awesome. So what are you guys doing?
I to regain some hit points. I'm just rolling 1. I got a 7.
Okay, perfect. Add that to your
So
HP.
just want that added.
Yeah. So you just regained 3 hit points, and I believe that you're at your maximum hit points.
Perfect.
Sweet. You guys are entering the library, or?
Yes, I want to make the way back towards the library.
Okay. Cheshire starts walking towards the library. Mahavar begins to follow him.
I'm going to casually suggest that we do so carefully.
Okay.
As we don't know if there are friends or foes remaining.
Vinman, Karawessa, you guys following?
Yes.
Stealthily on the side.
Okay.
The Flaming Fists, we're not sure how many are still here, and we know there are hostiles.
Should we send someone in first? Perhaps the rogues?
Not a bad idea.
I can take a peek.
I'm bad at perception, but good at stealth, so I shouldn't.
Okay. So you're going to stay back, Vinman?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cheshire, you go inside to where and down the pathway into the hall, um, and you see the pathway down to the hall. There doesn't seem to be anybody there.
I tell them it looks all clear.
So you travel back up the cave entrance and stuff like that.
Yep.
You come back and you guys see Cheshire appear, and he tells you guys the coast is clear.
Didn't you say there was an entire battalion on both sides?
Well, maybe not a battalion, but there were about we had like 6 gifts with us, didn't we? And then there were about 9 flaming fists.
There was yes, there was, I believe, 5 gift with you guys, and yes, there was quite a few flaming fists. Yep.
Well, that's not favorable. First time a coast is clear sign might be a bad thing.
Did you hear any
It-
noises or anything of the
See
sort?
any corpses?
I go back down and try to look a little bit more in depth and listen a little bit.
Sure. Give me another perception check.
I got a 21.
Awesome. So as you're looking down the pathway and past all the statues, and you're looking kind of down at the temple in the distance, you don't see anything at all. You don't hear anything at all. Everything seems to be quite still.
Could I walk a little bit further in?
Sure.
Try to like. Is it
Yes.
dark?
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's dark, but you have dark vision.
Yeah. I try to peek through the archway to see if I can see anything or hear anything.
Okay. Yeah, so you come down here. That's where you were before. And you didn't see or hear anything.
Okay. I make my way to the first statue on the left.
Okay.
Can I look that way? Can I see if there's anything down in that area? If there's anybody like hiding in that left side?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
You got a 22.
Perfect. You don't see anybody necessarily hiding. You do see some of the puddles of water kind of swish a little bit, but that's about it.
All right. I make my way back to the group.
Okay. So you go back to the group and you come out of the cave entrance again. What news do you bring?
I'm like the only thing that I see is some movement in the water.
Movement in the water. A beast?
Maybe, I believe so. I didn't want to get close by myself, you know. I don't want to take on that battle.
We did run into basilisks in the library that came from the water.
Indeed. Nasty creatures. I say we go.
I agree.
We've waited long enough. There doesn't seem to be any signs of trouble. However, when we approach the temple, or the library, or whatever's down there, we must do so cautiously. Mahavar begins to go down into the cave.
I'm following Mahavar.
Okay.
They follow.
I'll follow.
Perfect.
I'll follow.
No, you won't. You will not follow. Mahavar, Max. Where's Finbin? I missed him. There he is. Finbin. Alright, so you guys get down here. Mahaver kind of stealthily, like very light-footed, um, just approaches the temple. Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Yes, I follow.
Okay. So just outside.
Can I keep an eye out for like any signs of the gift, like any bullet wounds or anything, just that anyone had been there?
Okay, yeah. So you look around. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 7.
Yeah. So no, you don't see anything on the outside to see if there's any blood smears or blood trails or anything else like that. You don't see any of that. You don't see that the fight. It seems the fight had not stumbled out onto um, the temple patio. It seems that the fight had remained inside of the main hall area. There's no blood or anything else like that. The door is slightly open. That is hanging off the hinge while the other one is on the ground. So you guys can kind of see inside there as you approach. Mahaver kind of silently looks back at you guys, and he kind of points 2 fingers at both of his eyes, and then points them at the door, and then looks back at Cheshire.
I make my way to the door, very stealthily.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
I got a 21.
Awesome.
I would like to make it a point to put the helmet back on.
Perfect. You see Max put his black helmet back on, and his eyes shimmer red again. Cheshire, as you look inside, you see a GIF. Though he doesn't seem to notice you, he's got his gun pointed at the door off to the side, and he's looking back at what you can see when you glance really quick, Captain Poe and another GIF, and he's signaling that there's somebody at the door. But he doesn't actually see you, because his head is turned when you peek in.
I notice him make that try to climb.
You're covering your microphone again.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Cool, my bad. I notice him make that gesture, try to climb up onto the temple's roof.
Okay. Mahaver kind of looks back at you, and he kind of waves you back toward him.
I go back to Mahaver.
Okay.
I tell them that they made a gesture about to the door. I see Captain Poe. There's about 4 or 5 people that I've seen inside the door.
And they're all GIF?
GIF, and they're armed.
So then they are allies.
Maybe.
Mahaver kind of goes over to the door, because you guys hear this, and he says, "Captain Poe, are you well?" You guys kind of hear an echo coming, like, "Yes, come in, Mahaver." Mahaver nods, and he walks to the door. Just inside the door, the GIF kind of relaxes, and you see him like stand up and salute Mahaver, and you hear Mahaver begin to speak to Captain Poe.
I walk inside the temple and
Okay.
follow.
Follow.
Alright, awesome. Everybody follows?
I'm gonna.
Yes.
You said Mahaver follows in, right?
Yeah, he went inside, yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in then.
Alright, cool. Vinbin, you going in?
Yes.
Awesome. So when you guys enter, you see Captain Poe approaching and says, "Glad to see that you lot made it out quite all right. Yeah, you see I have 2 of my men left of the 4, but they did die gloriously." As you guys look around, you see that the jaded gif and another gif survived the battle. You see a couple other gif with arrows in them and slashes on them. But you see that all of the Flaming Fist men are dead. Bullet wounds and slashes in them as well, dropped in various areas around the hall.
The men are hardy warriors, Captain.
Yes,
I don't believe we formally met.
I don't believe we have either. I
My
am...
name is Maximus.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you, Maximus. Do you have a last name, or should I just call you Maximus?
That's a good question, actually. You can refer to me as Maximus, or Max if you'd like.
Very good. I am Captain Leonardo Lanthrop von Poe. I am captain of the Breland Brigade, also known as the Gift Brigade, from Breland in Kavar. I am contracted to escort Miss Loshil, Professor Loshil, as she is to be embarked on a quest to stop a great evil. It is a pleasure to meet you, and you are welcome aboard my ship so long as you are allies with Kewessa and Vinbin, Cheshire and Ragnar and Bellator.
Likewise.
Indeed. So,
We've safely secured Professor Shield on the ship. Your men are awaiting your return.
indeed. But I thought I did know Maximus. Perhaps it was another Maximus. You do look quite different. Professor Shield, I assume, is doing what she needs to do to find what you need to find.
I don't think Captain Poe ever met Max, did he?
I'm not sure.
I don't believe he did, because it was Bellator helping clear the city when the rest
He
of the
did.
party met.
Yeah.
So he never met Max.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he did or not.
He did not.
Yeah. Either way, you remind me of someone different, though.
Perhaps you've heard tales.
Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. LT and Gorilla are there as well. They're over by the gate. And they kind of look back and they wave at you guys. Yes, the monks are safe at hand as well. I must say, the larger monk is quite fierce. Her fists pummeled a man's face to pure jelly. It was quite a glorious thing to watch. Now, do we go back inside of the library, or do we stay out here? Are we done with the library? I suppose I'm asking. Yes. I am uncertain. I simply just arrived, Captain.
Has there been any sounds from that side of the archway?
I can't say that I have heard any at all. Perhaps you can ask the monks. They have been closest to it. Although if there was, in the heat of battle, I doubt any of us would have heard it.
Alright, go over to LT and Gorilla. It's like, has there been any sign that a struggle is still going on? Can you hear anything coming from... Have you heard anything?
We didn't hear anything when you all came out of the portal. You all very frantic. I was unsure what was happening. But no, sister, we have not heard a thing. LT kind of shakes her head no, and Gorilla kind of cracks her knuckles, and she slowly shakes her head no and shrugs. Sorry. I'm afraid if you were facing something as great as a dragon, I am not certain of the odds that your friends will be alive, sister.
Gorilla just kind of like swallows and nods. Can I go up like next to the portal to see like I mean obviously she's not gonna hear anything, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like any indication.
So you go up to the wall, and all there is just a wall there. There's not a portal or anything, but that's where the portal would have apparated once you guys had entered. You kind of put your face against the wall, and you kind of listen, and you don't really hear anything at all. There's nothing besides maybe a little bit of drops that echo throughout the chamber that you're already currently in of water. It is actually quite silent.
Well, unless she'll still have, she's the one with the invitation still on her, anyways.
Yep.
So we couldn't even get back in if we wanted.
Right. Why don't we take this opportunity for a bio break? And my balls just dropped. And we'll meet back here in 5 minutes.
Happens to all of us, buddy.
I know, right? I'm fucking 36.
One
36
day,
years old, and my
one day
fucking,
or another, it happens.
yeah, 36 years
I'm not
old.
going to be able to
I was
talk
like,
after I made a bit of a mistake choosing Max's voice, I think.
well, that's exactly why your voice will crack or something like that. If it gets too dry and you do several different kinds of voices,
Yeah.
it'll really fuck it up. But
I'm going to go try to find myself some tea in the meantime.
perfect. All right, we'll meet back here in 5, guys.
I return.
I too have returned.
Same Z.
I'm back. I have
Here.
some snow.
Rugs.
Good.
I gotta
Good.
get around like 4:40 today.
Let your anger grow. Alright. Finbin, you back?
Rugs.
Cool. Alright. So, what are you guys doing?
Kind of look at Max. I hate. We assumed you had died, and clearly we were wrong. Could you forgive us for leaving you behind?
You didn't leave me behind. I have no ill feelings towards you. It was I who left you behind. And for that I apologize.
I would like to confirm if we can, if Bellator and Ragnar are still with us or dead.
I suggest it's best to check.
In that case, we will need the professor. Yes? I mean, she's the only one with a invitation.
You cut out.
Professor Lorshield's the only one with an invitation. I suggest we retrieve her.
Hello?
Yep.
I'm still here.
Yeah, it cut out again for
Mhm.
some reason. I don't know, it's acting really wonky.
Seems like Zach's the only one who's gone.
Oh, I'm still here. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I
You're
can
here.
hear you guys. What the I can hear you guys, but it wasn't allowing me to talk for some reason. But yeah, no, Captain Poe.
Yeah, now it seems like coming through.
Yeah, no, I heard you because you're like, the only one that's not here is Zach. And I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm here. But it wasn't coming through, I guess. So Captain Poe suggested that you guys go back and get Professor Lorshiel.
I start making my way to the boat.
Sweet.
I shall
Perhaps
follow.
it's our best bet.
Follow.
Fonho, do you know if any other flaming fists are on the island? Have you heard of anyone, or?
No. We have just stayed here. I haven't moved from this location since we killed them, as this is a battlefield multiplier for us. They must come in through the door, and we will simply shoot them dead.
That is a very good strategy.
And quite honestly, we really haven't had time to search an entire island for more flaming fists. I don't imagine that you saw any on your way in.
We had not encountered any.
Which is quite curious because I would like to know where their vessel is harbored. Either way, we
Well, then
should
perhaps some
return
of
to
us
the
should,
ship.
since we only have one rowboat, right?
You guys brought 2 over, but 1 is destroyed, I believe. So you do have 2 rowboats.
Would it make sense?
Because Vinbin brought 1 over. So the 2 that you guys originally brought over, 1 was destroyed. The other one's chilling there, and then Vinbin brought a second one, so there are 2 rowboats left. Yes. Oh wait, you guys took a rowboat back though, didn't
Right.
you?
Does it make the most? No, we took the cauldron. Like we just
That's right. That's right. Okay,
flew
that's what I thought. Okay,
to
yeah.
the.
I was like, wait a second. Yeah, yeah. Yep. So shall we proceed to the boat then, I suppose? Cheshire had already started leaving. Captain Poe is going to start marching out. LT and Gorilla will follow. Mahaver says, I suppose we should then retrieve this Professor O'Shiel.
Yeah, I guess I had brought it back towards the boat.
Okay, cool. Everybody is?
Yes.
Oh, right. Alright, so you guys are all back on the boat. What are you guys saying and doing, and so on and so forth, and Captain Poe immediately goes up
Professor
on the deck and
Lashiel,
starts
have you
talking.
discovered anything in those books?
Oh, so did you went in the captain's cabin to talk to Lashiel? Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Lashiel.
No, every time I look at a book, I'm glad to see you guys are alive, by the way. They're here for maybe a minute or so, and I try to translate them and go through them and see if there might be some sort of text. Most of them seem to be on basic magic rituals. It was a good, it was a good shelf to pick from, but the most of them that I can translate before they just disappear out of my hands are just basic like healing rituals and speaking rituals and so on and so forth. Nothing extremely hidden or deep of the dark arts or anything like, say, a blood binding or anything. You see her like going through the pages, and then she's got it down to such like a good and quick time frame that she reaches in, grabs another book, throws the other book in the air, opens the one that she just grabbed, starts going through it, and before the other book that she threw in the air lands, it apparates. It just disappears.
All right, perhaps that should be the last one for a while, until we can understand why they're disappearing. They're not disappearing in the bag. Carolina just like sits down, cradling her head, just so disappointed.
Well, the halfling, he I think he's a halfling or maybe he's a gnome. I didn't get a good look. But he suggested that they're probably returning, and I think that's a really good theory because where else would they go? They're not like, burning up or doing anything crazy like that. It's like some sort of, return service magically imbued on them. If maybe they weren't properly checked out, I don't know. I don't know how this Galandrill set things up. He's whole thing's weird, anyways. She kind of looks outside of the cabin's window. She's like, I see. I mean, everybody kind of made it back. There's a couple new faces. There's Mahaver, and well, there's the big scary guy out there. And are you sure he's one of us? He doesn't look like one of us. I'll definitely keep an eye on him. No news of Ragnar or Bellator, huh?
They had not come out of the library when we were there. We're thinking of trying to go back in to confirm their fates.
Well, at this point, I mean, the books that I'm getting, they're all basically the same, just different texts, different, different people doing different things from different corners of Faerun and Aeon, and, it's nothing really too deep, so if we're gonna complete our quest and do anything, we're gonna have to go back in. Whether it's to find out the fates of, your friends, or to actually get the books that we need. She kind of stands up, throws the book across the room, and before it smashes into the glass, it just apparates away. She kind of tightens up your bag and hands it to you and says, "Well, I guess we should probably get going over there, huh?"
Indeed, I'd hate to think this trip was for nothing. We need to make this mean something.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. If nothing else, we need to find out their fates, and well, we really need those books. So time isn't on our side. Well, I suppose we should go. And she just kind of marches out. Is everybody going back, or is it just a few of us?
I'm ready to go in.
I feel like
I
we
don't
should all go
believe
back.
we've met. And I'll introduce myself to Professor Lashiel.
Yeah, hi. No, I don't think we have. Um, yeah, you got a lot of blood on you. So
That'll happen.
I'm Professor Lashiel. I'm from Strixhaven College. I'm doing research here. I don't know if you want to know that, but
It's
hi.
good to know your allies.
Yeah, and your name is did you say Max?
My name is Maximus. You may
Right.
call me Max. All my
Nice.
friends here do.
Yeah, I like your helmet. That's
Thank you. I found it on some dead guy.
Yeah, no, that's what are the and she kind of snaps her fingers. That's that helmet that it makes your eyes do that, right? I mean,
Yeah,
his,
as far as I know.
yeah, historically it was worn by warriors actually, yeah, to scare off and to intimidate their enemies. It's very I can't remember the name of it. Um but it's nice to meet you. And if you do battle as half as scary as you look, then we're in good hands, I guess.
I'm gonna bow to her. I've been told that you are under my protection. I will make sure to carry that out with
Oh,
utmost haste.
oh yeah, no, well that's reassuring. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, nice meeting you. I think that perhaps we should get going. I'd hate to, you know, let down the world.
Of course, and I'd like to see what became of Ragnar.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, not that he's dead, but well, yeah, we should probably go. Yeah. Captain Poe says, "Yes, I will be accompanying you as well, as long as two other of my gift as well." Elsie and Gorilla said that they'll stay on the ship. "We'll stay here, sister. If anything happens, we'll come immediately. We'll keep an eye out for the Flaming Fist."
All right. I caught part of that, so I'm going to bow back to the monks and head to the ship.
All right, perfect. So Professor Lashiel gets in the boat. Mahaver is staying back behind as well. And you guys are all heading back to the library?
Yes.
Perfect. So you guys go back. Professor Lashiel does her thing. She puts her face in the copper plate that molds around when she approaches. The portal opens and you guys all go inside. Professor Lachille.
I'm gonna make a point to switch and put the shield and bell on my back, and then pull out the blade.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Captain Poe's gonna be inside, keeping guard again. Vinbin and Kaoessa will be in here as well. Awesome. So Captain Poe's keeping guard again. Professor Lachille says, yeah, I suppose if a few of you want to go looking for your friend, I don't hear any noises.
Do I hear them?
I don't see any dragons. You do not. They're kind of just speaking under their breath, or Professor Lachille is, anyways. However, give me a perception check, Matt.
6.
You're 6? Okay. You thought you saw something out of the corner of your eye, but you weren't quite sure. You're just kind of sitting there, waiting for the unwanting to come back, the kooky wizard. Professor Lachille says, "Well, if how do you guys want to go about doing this? There's no flying dragons. There's definitely something dead over there." And she kind of points down the center where you guys used to be at. It's pretty big. I guess that's probably that worm. What do you guys want to do? I need to get...
We should perhaps start there. That was the one, and then you can start at the shells closest to the worm. We can continue on like we were.
Yeah, that sounds good. So she goes over and she starts going back to her findings and stuff like that. Everybody give me a perception check.
Hey guys, I have to leave at in 3 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man.
11.
Alright, 11.
Perception.
17.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Also 17.
Awesome. So you guys 17s, as you guys start descending the stairs, you do notice that there's like a blue hue towards to the northern side of the cavern.
You want me to go check that out?
It blinks for a moment and then it fades a little bit.
If you want to stay with the professor and the rogues, I can go check that out.
Somebody should stay to protect the professor, and I would like to check the worm to see if there's any sign of Ragnar.
I'll just nod to Karoessa and affix or adjust the helmet a little bit, and I'll start heading towards where the blue hue is.
Okay. While he starts heading that way, Chaos, you see the worm has been split open and completely rended, and you see that it has ice shards all around it and everything else like that, and it looks like there's a massive hole in the ground. You do see blood smears, and then scraped, and it's goes back down into the hole. However, that's all you see at passive perception.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna spend some time kind of trying to investigate the worm or around the split to see if I can see anything of Bellator or Ragnar.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Hey guys, I'm sorry.
That's a 9.
I'll be back next Sunday.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right. Have a good day, Ben.
Hey, you guys too. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're good, bro.
Later, dude.
There's bro.
See you guys.
No worries, you're good. I'll go in.
Bye.
So you look around the purple worm, and it doesn't seem, you can't really make heads or tails of it. I mean, it's all rended. Some of it's been slashed at. Some of it's been bitten or ripped apart. some of it frozen, but you don't see any signs of either Bellator or Ragnar. Max, when you get up to the north, you slowly approach and you see that Ragnar is actually inside of a crystal. A large crystal at that.
Do I recognize this person? Oh god. Are you dead?
Initially, I
I'm
wouldn't
dead.
say you would.
Oh, what the fuck are you?
I'm gonna take the helmet off.
Okay.
Remember me?
Oh fuck, I am dead, aren't I? That's as hell.
I'm here to guide you to the afterlife.
Damn, I didn't think I did that bad. Well, I figured you'd be here. You died in like the Shadow Realm. You got your shit like disintegrated, so.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So I guess the world's ended. Because this old asshole wizard guy was locked in here. I figured I'm stuck. I'll let him out. We'll try to find a way out. No, I just got the fuck stuck instead. So he's out and about gallivanting, fucking off. Billigard the unwanting, more like Billigard the unwanted, motherfucker.
He actually,
Yeah. So
he actually approaches. So, I'm gonna get you out. I'm almost there. And then
yeah, you could have at least been honest about it.
And then he notices Max. He's like, a beast.
I'm throwing the helmet on as fast as possible, and
these are my friends,
I am running after him.
Okay, he's actively running away.
I am full bore sprinting at him.
Okay, so he probably makes it to about right there until you actually catch him. What are you doing?
I'm gonna snag him. I'm just gonna grab him by his robes.
Okay, awesome. So you snag him up. Give me a strength check.
That's a 19.
Okay, he got an 18.
Woo! Okay. All right, little guy.
So you grab him and you feel actually some sort of strength, some force behind him trying to get away. But regardless, you're stronger than he is. You snatch him up and you kind of lift him up off the ground a little bit. He says, "Unhand me, beast!"
What did you do to my friend?
I didn't do anything to your friend. I'm trying to get us out of here.
You're not trying very hard by putting him in that crystal, are you?
Well, he's not exactly a scholar. You can tell. Look at him.
I'm gonna just bear hug him, and I'm gonna start carrying him back over to where Ragnar is.
Okay. Let me down. And he's like kicking his feet.
Oh, sorry, friend, but I don't let anyone down.
Ah.
All right, Billigard. Does there have to be someone in here or something?
Yes. That's
Are you
the
sure?
book I'm looking for. I'm looking for the book on the prisons. But it's not like... It's not... The secret room isn't like a secret library. It is and it isn't. It's more or less like a room for the people who built the place.
What would happen if we destroyed the apparatus that controls crystal?
You can't,
from the inside.
You can't destroy the apparatus. It's extremely powerful magic. I don't even know how you would begin to do it. And if you did,
usually with a big hammer.
That's not gonna work. That never works. Big hammers never work on magical items.
What if it's a magic hammer?
Beg to
it
differ.
Doesn't matter. The magic and the magic will clash against each other. It doesn't mean that one's more powerful than the other, unless, of course, it is actually more powerful than the other. But here's the thing. And if we destroy the crystal, who's to say you will ever get out of there? Why risk it? I don't... See, and here's the thing. Once we find this secret room, it is a room for the people who built the library. That means they have access to all the books and devices and how they work and how they were made, so we can reverse engineer it.
Didn't he say that he got his... This is out of character. Didn't he say he got his invitation stolen?
He did, yes.
I don't think this guy's looking for books. Out of character, of course.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Because from the previous sessions, you can't touch the books if you don't have an invitation. Otherwise, bad shit happens.
That's right.
I, as a player, don't trust this guy. Max doesn't trust him because, as far as he knows, he's the one that put Ragnar in a cage.
Right.
How can you touch the books?
What
Because
do you-
Ragnar does know that.
What?
Ragnar does know that.
What do you mean, how can I touch the books?
Where's your invitation?
My invitation was stolen.
So how can you touch the books without an invitation?
Well, I'm not touching the main library books. I don't imagine that the books themselves, back in the Creator's secret chamber, should it ever be discovered, would have the same mechanisms on them.
How do you know that?
I don't, but it's a risk I'm willing to take to get us out of here. But what I do know...
Also willing to risk a random stranger. You could have at least told me.
But would you have released me? Or would you have rummaged through books or tried to look for yourself? And I didn't know that you knew that you would go blind if you opened the books. You do know that, right? You'll go
Well, you're
blind.
the one that assumed I'm a dummy. Yes, I've heard the legends. Yes, I know. You're the one that assumed I'm a dummy. You're the one that just locked me up in here.
And you're the one who assumed that I wouldn't get us out of here.
Well, right now I don't trust you. I have no
Ragnar.
reason to trust you.
I have
Yes,
but one question.
I know my intentions, though, and I kept coming back, did I not? Did I not just say, woohoo, I'm out of here? No, I came back. This is the third time I've come back.
Well, you could have at
Forcefully,
least let me
like-
know that I'm a pretty reasonable man.
I
I'd
don't
have
know
you
that.
know if
You're
you-
half
well-
naked, you have boots, you're covered in blood.
As are you now.
You heard the fracas.
I'm well aware I'm covered in whatever it is that is on you. Can you put
You
me down?
really-
I'm clearly not going to outrun you again.
Don't put him down. Just make
I'm
it
not
awkward.
planning on it.
See, I still don't understand. I'm a little dumbfounded.
You could say dumb again. I'm telling you, I could get us out
My
of
God.
I'm gonna give him a bit of a squeeze as he insults my friend.
here. Ow! Ease up.
Oh my God.
Well, tell your muscle to lay off.
Out of character, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I am.
In
as
character,
soon-
I am also considering killing this guy.
As soon as I am out of this fucking crystal, I am gonna punch him in the balls as hard as I fucking can,
But that's
and I'm gonna have.
But that's a dwarven tradition.
I'm gonna lean really close to this guy's ear and I'm gonna say,
No, yeah, it'll be me thanking him for letting me the fuck out. He's gonna get a big old dick punch.
I'm gonna lean really close to this guy's ear and I'm just gonna say, "Oh, buddy, I'm not the muscle. He is."
Well, either
And
way,
I think you royally pissed him off.
well, I understand, and I understand that now. But here's the thing, okay?
Ragnar, how did you get in there anyway? If
By-
he was in there, did you touch the crystal? Did you?
No.
He did. He did. He didn't ask me any questions. I told him a very truthful story. The only thing I did not tell him is that we would switch places. Does it
Now,
mean nothing that I
honestly-
came back to you?
So what was it that caused you to switch places? Touching the crystal?
No, Bellator, you're not. I'm so sorry, Max.
Ooh.
you mean-
Out of character.
Are you talking
That
about
was-
Bellator, the scribe of Nike?
He's
When did
the
you
one
meet
that
him?
he saved my life. He took your place. Nike sent him in your stead after you died.
She thinks that little of me to send a bookworm.
Hey!
Yeah, I know.
I
He's
take
pretty
offense
shitty.
to that. You know, we do a
I
lot of
said
good.
what I meant.
Ah, stop squeezing me.
Oh, stop struggling. Anyway, now that
Max,
order has been
no.
restored.
The order will not yet be restored because honestly,
Of course.
douchebag's right. That's why I probably would have still chilled in the crystal of my own volition
I
because
highly
I'm a
doubt
smart
that.
kid. Fuck you. You don't know me.
You wouldn't have trusted me. It wouldn't have worked. But I came back to you. I came
I'm
back.
the one that trusted you to fucking hit the button to begin with, man. I was
Which-
locked up in here
which
too.
button?
I figure, no. Let him fucking do his shit. We need to get the fuck out of here. How are you even fucking here?
Wait, yeah.
Max.
How are you in here?
Yeah.
Once again, the
Put
less
the fuck
questions
head
you
down.
ask,
I'll deal with him later.
the less
You're right
questions you
how
ask.
we need
the-
to help each other.
Fine. I'll set the guy on the ground.
Thank you. He kind of brushes out his
Bill.
cloak, though it's no good because he just brushes a bunch of blood into the threads of his cloak.
Now,
Yeah, you're gonna really need to wash that. Dab, don't rub.
Billigard,
He flicks his wrist and it cleans up
When-
and it flourishes him. Ah, that's much better. Do you want me to do that
when
to you or clean you? Yes, go
Prefer
ahead.
You didn't.
Fair enough.
when I am out of here,
Yes.
I'd like to have a stern word.
And
But
you can have all the words you want. I will get
until
you
that
out of
point-
there. I'm a man of my word.
no, yes, I agree. But no, yeah, as am I. Like God damn it, Ragnar's too fucking nice.
Max isn't.
Well, how fucking? Where are you looking exactly? Like, are you looking in the walls? Are you looking in the tables? Is there any like filigree or like statues with buttons, maybe?
Yes, I'm looking for all of that, but I believe it's on the outer wall to the east. I do really believe it's over there because the way that things are usually set up is they have a primary hall that is well guarded. That's the entrance. Then they'll have another secret chamber in there from probably the opposite side, just in case something happens. Or maybe it's on the north or maybe the south, but it's definitely not going to be
Well-
on the west.
Max, who are you? Who are you here with? Like, how'd you get in here to the library?
Yes, that is the question. That
What
must,
the
you
fuck
have,
was that?
Do you have an invitation?
I invite myself where I want to go.
That doesn't work like that. No,
Just
Max,
kidding. I came
God
here with
damn
the
it.
professor.
a professor. Ah,
Lord Shields here. Good.
she has an invitation then.
Yes.
Hmm.
She's from the Magic College.
Right. Well, perhaps she will know then.
Max, take him to find Lord Shield. I will wait, as I have nothing better to do.
You don't need
Something
to
just
take
fucking
me. I will
exploded in my
follow.
street, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just looked out my window and a bunch of my neighbors are coming out to investigate.
What happened?
Something exploded in the street. Anyway, yeah,
Well, it
I'll
wasn't
follow
me.
this guy.
Well, no, I have to follow you. I don't know where your friends are at.
We're not looking for my friends. We're looking for a way to get that friend out of there.
Right.
No,
but I
you're
thought-
gonna go talk to Lord Shield first, because 2 magic people are better than 1.
Ah, alright.
Right.
Sounds good.
Also, maybe you can. Maybe Villigard knows something about the blood binding. He does know who Mogul is.
Yes.
Now, he may be a bit of a weird fuckhead, but I can't disregard the things he says. I don't know if he's lying, but then again, he could be telling the truth.
If I was lying,
I
I
don't know
would
what
have
the
come
fuck's
back and
going on.
talked to you and kept reassuring you that I didn't
Yeah.
leave you.
No, I know, but you can't exactly leave yet.
Why would
I
I
just-
even come back and waste my time? Okay, you know what? Let's...
Hey, I would pick on somebody too if I was stuck in a fucking cage for like 700 years. Like, hi, you're stuck there now too. Ha ha ha. I just imagine
See,
the worst.
See,
Dude,
now
I got eaten 10 fucking minutes ago.
I understand that. But I would have gone the opposite way. If I had been trapped in there for 70 fucking years, I would have a little bit of empathy. Nobody came back to
Well,
reassure
I mean-
me I was getting out.
Is that not why we're here now? Are you not out now?
Yes. Unfortunately, by the deceit, and it's not my best moment in life.
Deceit.
It was necessary. Don't tell me you haven't done things that maybe didn't align with who you are. Because
Not Ragnar. Ragnar is an honorable man, and the clan Frostbeard shall not be sullied by the actions of the foolish.
Yes, of course.
Hey, shut up. You're mean.
All right.
I agree with him. You're kind of mean.
Kind
of a dick, honestly.
I was locked in a crystal for 70 years. So can we...
I thought you said
doesn't excuse
700.
poor behavior. I'm sorry to say. I was trapped in the abyss for
700?
100 years.
No.
I
I
was
thought that's what
trapped
you
in the
said.
abyss for 100 years, and you don't see me crying about it.
Well, I can't tell. You have your helmet on.
I know. It's so you don't see me crying about it.
Right, well...
That's awesome.
Let's, find your friends then. How many are there of you? Just so... is there...
A whole bunch. I forgot to
A
count.
whole bunch of wizards? Well, this should go quite
Yes.
quickly.
Definitely a whole bunch of wizards.
Perfect.
Definitely not just a gaggle fuck of...
You two don't mind me. I'll just fucking wait here.
I'll be back, Ragnar. I'm getting you out one way or another.
Alright, yep. Let's, lead me to your friends then.
Whatever.
So 100 years in the abyss, huh?
Yeah, that'll happen.
Wow. Oh, well, I'd try to avoid it if I can.
Yeah, sometimes it's unavoidable. Remember that whole thing I said about not asking questions?
I wasn't asking questions. I
You
mean, I
literally just
suppose
asked me a question.
it was more of an inquiry about.
That's a question.
Right. So,
From a distance,
You're-
I just yell, "Shut the fuck up!"
You're a bad listener, guy.
I am curious.
And you asked a question when I asked you not to.
So, Professor O'Shiel has gone through a couple bookcases by this point. You guys hear a very chatty person that you don't recognize, and Max kind of just,
Guys, I found Ragnar. He's still here, but this wizard trapped him in a crystal.
hello.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck either.
His mentor also with him.
A
What?
what? A what?
The bookkeeper.
Well, yes, he was he traveled with us.
No. And I'm
Was-
kind of pissed off that Nike
Just
thought
trying to see if like
that
both
little
are
of me.
alive.
That thought
I didn't mention that he died. Well, wait,
You
does
did
my
not.
listening stone work?
I don't know. You have not tested it out.
I'm gonna fucking try it. And I'm gonna just whisper the word poopy, 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 poopy.
All right. So you guys hear poopy, 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 poopy.
Yeah, so Ragnar's in a crystal up there. And apparently this guy tricked him, and now he's stuck in a
All right.
crystal.
Okay. That sounds bad. No.
That's how you described the
Right,
situation.
but
you said you
I-
deceived him and trapped him in a crystal.
Which is
You
true.
hear an echo from the distance. Deceive!
But see, here's the thing: is that I've been trapped here 70 years. I kind of know my way around this place. And
You were trapped in one spot for 70 years. I don't think that means you had a very good lay of the land.
Well, I mean, I wasn't always trapped in there. I only
He
said
also
70 years
got something called an invitation stolen from him.
by thugs and brigands who looked much like yourself, except for not quite as geared up or bloody. But
And they weren't very good mercenaries. You should pick your crews better.
well, I'm not a scholar in picking murderous thugs to protect me. One
You
sell
picked the
swords,
toughest guy. You picked the toughest guy in the room. That's not exactly a hard concept to grasp.
and that's what I did.
Yeah, but you also got to make
Anyways.
sure that you can defend yourself from them. You've got to be the toughest guy in the room.
I suppose there's no arguing this. I am Pilligard, the Unwanting. I was here doing some research, and I was
Someone
betrayed.
wants you?
I'm sorry?
Is it because does no one want you? Is that why your name Pilgrim the Unwanted?
No, I am the Unwanting, not the
I
Unwanted.
definitely also heard unwanted.
I'm sorry, man. I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, you mumble.
Just a little bit, maybe. It's probably the beard. But the Unwanting, because I have everything that I need,
Except for an invitation.
Yes, and so I did have that. So there's
Or
that.
a way out of here.
Right, and I will
Trapped in this-
find
this-
a way
this
out of
crystal.
here. I'm sorry?
Or trapped into a crystal.
Yes, I was. I mean, I guess there was a few things
Did you
that I
want to
wanted.
be trapped in a crystal?
I mean, no. But if I were to
You should
want,
change your name.
then I would not be the unwanted, or I would be the unwanting, because I.
Oh, see, you called yourself the unwanted.
That doesn't matter.
At least you're
it's
self-aware.
semantics at this point. What exactly are we doing to get out of here?
Well, we can get out of here whenever we want because of her. And I'm going to point to Lorchiel.
Right.
You are going to have to find another invitation. Or get my friend out of that crystal.
Well,
And then maybe
hopefully
we'll bring you
both.
with us.
Hopefully both is what the plan was.
I thought you were a man of your word.
I am a man of my word.
So you're going to get my friend out of that crystal.
Right, and then you said also to get out of here, and
I never said that. I said you maybe can come with us.
if I
And
have
that's
an
not personal
invitation-
preference. I don't know how this place works.
Right. No, well, I have an inkling. Hi, I'm Professor Lachille. Can you guys be quiet, please? I don't mean to. That's fine. It's nice to see a fellow scholar. I assume you have the invitation. Make sure that no one puts a knife in your back when you're not looking. I don't. Yeah. I trust them. So,
I want to take a step closer to Lashani. He says that and glare him down.
oh please, I'm not gonna steal her invitation.
I don't think he could. He's not a very fast runner.
I'm not, no. It's not my strong point, and I'm definitely not good at sleight of hand, although I see you guys keep polite company. And he looks behind himself at Cheshire and Vinbin.
Yeah, they'll take more than your coin purse there, bud.
I imagine they would. I'll be keeping a particular eye on you two. I still have things on me I wish to keep.
If
But-
you double cross us, I'm taking your arm.
Well, you're
And
in...
look at him. He could use another arm.
I was about to say he could use another arm, but I don't...
And you've got 2 capable ones.
I don't intend on
Don't be
double-crossing
greedy.
anybody. And perhaps, if maybe you were a little bit more pleasant, I might be able to get you a new arm. But we'll see. Anyway.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
There's a secret chamber somewhere within these walls. Somewhere inside this library, with a secret hatch or a secret portal that I can't see until I find it, of course. But going through and trying to detect magic at every inch of this place is overwhelming, considering the whole place lights up with magic. So you have to be very, very close to the area. So, if I could have someone either accompany me or allow me freely to do it on my own, I will go look for said chamber and return when I have found it.
I'll come with you. If
What a
more for
surprise.
your safety.
More the merrier.
The rest of you should probably stick with Lorshio. If anything like that, I'm gonna point to the worm's corpse. If anything like that shows up, I think you guys are her best bet. But don't be a stranger. You can always call for me.
Sir, if you were trapped, did you see any of these creatures before?
What,
How did you remain safe?
the basilisks?
Yes, the basilisks and the worm flow there.
Yeah, yes, we kept it very quiet, and there wasn't quite as many dead basilisks here as there was 70 years ago. There's maybe 1 or 2 quite horrifying creatures. It seems that they've been breeding since we were last here, or since I last saw them. They would wander by every now and again. Have you run into the ghosts yet? The banshees? No?
Kind of casts a sideways look at Lashil. Were we aware that there were ghosts?
Ah, crap, no, there's ghosts? Yes, there's ghosts here, very much so. I've seen a couple of adventurers get inside with their lucky invitation, and then just to be cut down or possessed. And the possessed don't know what to do with new flesh, do they? They don't even remember how to get in or out, so they just sit there and rot until they become ghosts again. Quite exhausting just to see it, you know. Anyways, shall we then proceed to continue to look? Your friend isn't going to age while he's in there. We're the only ones that will go hungry in here.
I've got some snacks,
Ah, do you?
and I'm happy to share if.
Absolutely. That just sounds... I haven't had a
pull
good
chunk
snack.
of mystery meat out of my bag.
What the fuck is that?
What did I say about questions?
I mean, I'm not just gonna you eat it first. I want to see you take a bite of it.
All right, I'll rip a hunk off with my teeth.
All right. Well, I'm
Have a-
sure a brood of your particular tastes, it's trustworthy, I suppose. Haven't had a snack. Is this what they call food nowadays? 70 years sure changes a lot. He goes to take a bite of it and instantly starts gagging, and goes over to
Didn't say you were gonna like it.
a pool and starts spitting in it and starts gagging. Ah,
Yeah, I mean, if you
God.
don't want it, I'll take it back.
yes.
It's pretty much the
take
only
it.
thing I've been eating for the last couple decades.
Yeah. God. Pfft. If that's what accounts for food out there, I don't know if I want to go out there.
I told you I've been in the abyss for 100 years. Did you really not think that the food I would have would be abyssal?
I've heard quite a bit of things, but eating demon flesh would be the first for me. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you guys should be super mean to that wizard guy. I just remembered I still have that listening stone. That's just random Ragnar talk.
Yeah, he doesn't hear it. He's like, anyways, shall we?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go get my friend out of there. I want to give him a
Perfect.
hug.
Yeah, hugs and all that. Although a hug from you, I can't say is anything quite special unless you want to get
Trust me, it's
extremely
worse from him.
dirty. Professor the Shield kind of moves on to a couple more. If there's anything else you guys would like to do before we end the session, ask questions, do any sort of role play or look around or anything, let me know.
I would like to exit the crystal.
Okay, perfect. You are out of the crystal and you're in the abyss. No, I'm just joking.
No.
I have a couple of tips on survival.
Alright. So you want to skin the demon hide first, and then...
And then you use its ribcage to build armor.
That's right. Alright, well, if you guys don't have anything else, we're going to call it right there. We will meet again next Sunday at 2 p.m. Good session, guys.
Pam?
2 p.m.
2:30 Pam?
2
Woot
2 p.m.
woot.
2 p.m. I get off at 2.
2:30. 2:30.
2:30. Excuse me,
Yeah,
I
2:30.
apologize.
Have a good one, guys.
Alright,
See
take it
you
easy,
later.
guys. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Have a good one.
Yay.
Bye 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 bye.
Thank you everybody for watching. Yep, we're gonna stream next week. We go 2 Sundays in a row, 2:30 to 5, and then we take a Sunday off, and we'll go every 2 Sundays, and then 1 Sunday off, every 2 Sundays, 1 Sunday off. So if you're watching, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys had fun. We will see you later.